Okay, hi everybody. How's everyone doing? Everybody okay? How's the food? Sure. Sure. Okay lah. Okay. Let me use the mic. Hello. Okay, great. Okay, thanks for coming down today. Really appreciate it. This is going to be an hour and a half around there, where you're going to find out a little bit about this thing that everybody is talking about. First of all, question, ChatGPT. How many of you know this? Okay, let's wrap up the show and let's go back home. Okay, finish that already. Okay, this is a little bit more than just ChatGPT. Okay, so we're going to take a deeper dive into this whole ChatGPT thing. My mother, God bless her, she's 85 years old, and now everything ChatGPT and all that. The word Google is slowly starting to fade away into the system. And ChatGPT is becoming this new form of inquiry. You know what I mean? But I'm sure you all know about ChatGPT, the data is locked into 2021. That's as far as the data has been set. But there are newer models coming out where it's current information. So if you ask ChatGPT, the free version, who's the current Premier League champion in English football, it will give you 2021 information. It won't tell you the current champion of the English Premier League. So it's stuck in the old 2 years ago info. Alright? So, okay, my name is Nandu. Thanks you all for being here. I'm from an institution called the Bells Institution of Higher Learning. Now, we are in the field of training. Okay, and one of the courses that we actually offer, short courses, is on ChatGPT. And it is for people who want to learn how to actually use it beyond just, hello ChatGPT, can you tell me more about this? You know, that's basic stuff. It really goes deep dives into some of the deeper functionalities of ChatGPT. And it is literally our most popular course. Every day we got classes going on, and we've got I think 5-6 centers around the island. All of them have these ChatGPT classes targeted at people like you guys. Most of you, I presume, are working in the day. So we have night classes as well from 7 to 10 p.m. and classes like that. And so we are running out of trainers literally to train all of you guys and others who are signing up for these programs, right? So that's a little bit about what we do. We've got other programs as well. I'll tell you more about it a little bit later on. Let's really take a deep jump into this ChatGPT thing. Now, obviously, you all know that ChatGPT is just one of many other tools. Now, we've only got an hour at most here. So there's no way I can do justice to covering every single tool up here in the market. It's just touch and go on a few of the tools, get a feel of what they are all about, and then I will point you to some directories that are out there where you can actually use what you're specifically looking for, and boom, you get all the different tools out there. Basically, every day new tools are coming in. So really, it's impossible to keep track of everything. All right, so welcome to the little showcase that I put together for all of you. And at the end of it, I've got a little QR code thing where you just QR code it, and all this is sent to the PowerPoint slide. Okay, cool. All right, so let's begin. This lady here happens to be our center staff at one of our training centers in International Plaza. Okay, so if you are attending any one of our training programs, you will always see her there. Okay, so one day she came to us and said, every day there were so many people coming to me. I won't stop asking about training programs. Can you just automate me and not? Tired of answering the same old questions all the time. And this is when AI came into the picture. And so what we did was we took a photo of her, we ran it through one AI system called D-ID. Okay, later I'll tell you about it. Okay? And this is her now as an automated version of her. Let me just share with you.
Hello and welcome to our Learning Center. My name is Mika and I am thrilled to be your program mentor for today. As the person in charge of this center, I am dedicated to ensuring that you have a positive and enriching learning experience here. Whether you're here to acquire new skills, enhance your existing knowledge, or pursue a new career path, we have a wide range of courses and programs to meet your needs. Our center is equipped with the latest technology and resources to help you achieve your goals. And our team...
Okay, of course. Yeah. But you get the idea, right? Okay? So, since she's now automated, decided to cut the salary a bit. Okay? But yeah, you get the idea. Okay? And then, when we did this with her, she was a guinea pig. Then, another staff from another center also decided to say, hey, well, I still can enough. So we did it with this other staff from one of our training centers.
Hello and welcome to our Learning Center. My name is Sok Fong and I am thrilled to be your program mentor for today. I am dedicated to ensuring that you have a positive and enriching learning experience here. Whether you're here to acquire new skills, enhance your existing knowledge, or pursue...
You get the idea. Okay? Now, if anybody's been to Chevron House, the one in Raffles Creek, Chevron House, there is a bank there on the ground floor, CIMB Bank. Okay? They even have a hologram of the actual bank teller. Alright? And if you notice this one, the hands are a bit stuck down here. Only the mouth is moving, so it's still early days. Okay? But the one they are using, hands are flying all over the place now. So the hands also can move and head movement as well. Okay, so it's becoming more natural. And this version is still, I'm using the free version by the way, of DID. And this was done in literally 5 minutes. I just took a picture of her, superimposed it on the body, okay, and it was able to do that for me. Okay. If you notice the other, this one, voice sounds a bit annoyish. Because they have 101 voices to use. So the voice is a bit annoying. That's really not a voice. But a real voice, okay, you all are eating now, but I cannot tell you a real voice. Okay? But far different from this. Okay? So you can really choose, or alternatively, you can actually record the person's voice. The AI will actually learn the voice, understand that voice, and actually duplicate that voice. So literally now, this is actually scary. It opens up a can of worms. I can take this gentleman's voice, record you, and then after that, play it back. Then you call your friend and say, hey, I've been kidnapped. Please send $1 million to me. Put it under one coconut tree down there. And your friend will believe it is you. So it can actually become scarier. And I'm sure you all have seen some of these deepfake videos going around. It looks so realistic. There's a video of Obama talking. There's one classic one of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator. And he's dressed up like Whitney Houston. And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice singing, I want to dance with somebody. Very scary, but that means that. Okay, but literally, this is where AI is really taking everything into different realms. And it is not only in just text generation, it's video generation, photo generation, and all other areas of where it's going. So this is just a slice of it. I'm just going to show you a little demo of how this was actually done. Alright? Okay, take a look at this one. Okay.
Why digital humans was a good investment for our firm? Specify 3 reasons. 1. Digital humans is an investment that offers potential long-term returns.
Good one. What do you want to ask your digital self?
Why would you make a decision for in digital UX?
Let's ask GPT. Yes. Like a photo. I can choose any language I want and any accent I want. I can choose different intonations and voices.
Why digital humans was a good investment for our crowd? Specify 3 reasons. 1. Digital humans is an investment that offers potential long-term returns.
Alright, so that's a little bit of how DID works, alright? And later on, when I send you the slides, I actually do the links to these places, and you can go fool around with it. Okay, there are free versions to use, but if you're really serious about wanting to use some of the technology, perhaps in customer service support, remember these avatars, they call it, can actually be embedded onto your company website and become the face of your company, so to speak. So if anyone has queries and things like that, it's able to understand all the important key points of what your organization is about. How many hours are your operating hours? Say if you are a restaurant, what's the price of your lunch menu? What time is dinner opening? And all the questions, and it recognizes sound. So if you are asking the avatar a question, can you tell me more about your lunch menu? What do you serve in the lunch menu? Sure, the lunch menu, we have this and that, and this and this and that and that. Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. So it becomes the voice of your company, and it gives you on the spot information. All right, so that's one to take a look at more about it a little bit later on. Okay, so let's move on.
Welcome to our learning center.
Okay, so I've already shown you a little bit of how that works. So a little bit about us, once again, very quickly. We are a WSQ training provider, a strong focus in employability and upskilling. We've been in the business for 15 years already. 6 centers around the island, huge amount of staff being employed, and we've trained over 140,000 graduates in different training aspects. We have several baking studios around Singapore. One of it is in Suntec. We've got another one at International Plaza. We've got another one over at East Point. Everyday classes going in baking. We've got a separate unit on Bell's Tech. Now in Bell's Tech, we offer a lot of tech-related courses, everything from cybersecurity, data analytics, full stack development, blockchain, and all these cutting-edge programs. So that's another one we have. We've even got a new media center for those of you interested in sound engineering, things to do with live events. That's another area we have as well. Okay. So today we are sharing a little bit about what Bell's Tech does. All right. So we help people learn and grow in the digital age. So AI, data science, and analytics, all these stuff. So these are the things I talked to you about earlier. Okay. Recently, we were accorded special program partner status with SkillsFuture to offer programs for people who are interested in making the big switch to tech. So these are long courses, not your short 3-day, 4-day type courses. Right? So they're like 5 months, 6 months type courses. Most of the courses at night, 7 to 10 p.m. at night, and Saturdays, the full day. But these are for people who are saying, I'm a bit tired of my old job role. I want to move into a job role where there's a strong demand. And we've identified 4 areas which hiring managers are severely having a lack of individuals in these roles, namely cybersecurity, data science, full stack development, and blockchain developers. We have our program managers here who can tell you more about how these programs work. I don't want to go too much into it, but those are for people who want to pivot into a new job role. And we also have job facilitation assistants, and we're getting more and more companies who are looking at individuals who are 40 and above, who have decided that they want to do something like this and are open to the idea of interviewing you after training. after the entire training program is over. So program managers later you can chat with them about it. So a little bit about AI today. We're going to be covering some case studies of how AI is used in marketing, project management, HR, and customer service. Okay, so this is the bulk of it. Okay, so a little bit about this AI thing and how AI is really the bedrock of everything to do with ChatGPT and all that, okay? The artificial intelligence, okay? So technically, it is intelligence which is artificial. That's what it is, okay? And it is able to speak and listen. It recognizes voices, it's able to read and write, as you all understand. And it uses something called natural language processing, NLP, okay? To do what it does, all right? It's able to, even if I don't text properly in my ChatGPT, if I say, hey, ChatGPT, how if I write this kind of horrible English, what's the idea for this? It's able to digest that information and know that you are talking about this. It's not going to say, I do not understand your English. Please write again. No. Okay? Unless your English is totally off now, then of course ChatGPT one hand will come up, so the computer chat will. Okay? So natural language processing, and behind the AI is statistical learning. It is really understanding using probability, statistics, and things like that. It even uses computer vision. Some of the newer models, you can actually showcase an image, just an image, and it will be able to understand what that image is about. It's no more just text. So it's constantly growing. At the moment now, ChatGPT is on our what? We have ChatGPT 4. Akan datang. And this one is scary. You're going to get even more. The parameters, the language model is even bigger and bigger and bigger. It's going to create some ethical issues. All right? So, just a little bit about some of the things. It's able to make inferences, just like you as a human. If I was to say, what time are you meeting later? And you say 5 o'clock. And I say, cool. You and I know what cool means at cool. But if you ask the computer, cool may be ice cubes. But the system is actually able to understand, and it is able to make an inference that cool doesn't mean cold, but cool. It's able to pick up slangs and things like that. And the more it learns, the better it's able to mimic human conversation. Okay? Deep learning. Beyond the surface, there is deeper learning. So the whole idea behind everything that you see here is literally like our brain. Our brain, you learn something new, and beyond that, there's deeper levels of understanding. Your experiences from the past come flooding into the front. The models are starting to understand all of this. And as the parameters of learning get bigger and bigger, it's going to get more accurate responses and things like that. Okay? So machine learning is the tool that is able to pick up all the data that is coming in, making sense of it to give you an output. Right now in this room, your intelligence, which is inside your brain, is making so many gases and things like that. From the temperature as you enter, while you're not thinking about, your heart is beating, right? Are you consciously thinking, please beat? Are you telling yourself, lungs, please deflate and inflate and taking it? It's happening unconsciously. This gentleman here has got his arms folded. Are you feeling cold? Or just folding your arms for the sake of folding your arms up, right? If the temperature gets a bit cold here, you may do it to keep warm, right? So your brain is working, on its own and things like that. This is what is happening as well. It is starting to mimic human thought processes. While it is not there 100% of the time, it's getting there. And when it does get there, beware. Okay, no, it won't get that far. Okay, so a little bit about all of this. It uses several tools: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforced learning. Reinforced learning in your school, you're getting reinforced learning. Okay, unsupervised learning, you just learn as it is. The machine is able to do the same thing as well. So let's come down to ChatGPT in itself. Okay, November 22nd, last year, was when it exploded. Now, technically, ChatGPT is not the first one. There have been many other tools out there. Okay, so ChatGPT really did it. It is built on top of these large language models, all right, which is ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4. These are the large language models that it is built on. Okay, the model uses a deep neural network architecture to actually capture all this information that is taking place out there. All right. Now, large language models. Now, today in this talk that I'm going to be having with you, I'm really going to be focusing on one thing that really maximizes and optimizes your ability to get accurate responses, and that is the power of something called prompt engineering. The more detailed your text into the ChatGPT, the more ChatGPT gives you powerful responses. If you put vague statements in, it's like asking this gentleman here. If I was to ask you a question, how do I get to Changi? Now he's going to say, Changi? Changi where? Which part of Changi? Changi is so big, right? You would want more information, right? Correct? Same thing with AI. If I can say, can you tell me how to get to Changi? I want to get to this particular block, this location, then you give me more accurate information, right? So the same thing goes with ChatGPT. The more clear your information is, the better the responses. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is actually becoming a skill set that hiring managers are actually starting to look for. The ability to be able to prompt engineer as accurately as possible, which means you need to be able to understand the big picture before actually coming up with proper prompts. Okay, so the bulk of what we're going to be talking about really is about prompt engineering. So the large language models that ChatGPT has, working in ChatGPT 3.5, ChatGPT 4, works on this. It is built in artificial neural networks. It's trained on self-supervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and it's working with millions and billions of data points or weights. And it has been trained on all this. Okay? Some large language models are better than others. So ChatGPT uses something called, the latest one is ChatGPT 4. That's one large language model. Okay? There are many other large language models. Here's one. It's called BERT. Okay? BERT is a family of large language models that Google has introduced in 2018. It's a transformer-based model. It converts sequences of data to other sequences of data. 342 million data points. And with that, it is able to make inferences and all that. So that's one large language model. The other one, open source, coming out of Dubai, okay, extremely powerful. It's called Falcon. Transformer-based causal decoder-only model developed by the Technology Innovative Institute out of Dubai. And these guys are really going to pioneer the ability to use large language models for any chatbot that you want to make on your own. You can actually use this large language model and build your chatbot on it. Look out for this. These guys are going to be big. Falcon. All right. Another one, Palm, or the Pathways language model. It's the name of the family of AI large language models developed by Google as well. There is another tool which is similar to ChatGPT called Google Bard. Anyone using that? B-A-R-D? Yeah. So it's working on a different language model, right? So yeah, and yeah, trust me, there are a lot. This is just skimming the surface. All right, and then of course you've got OpenAI, which is what ChatGPT is using, the large language model. So it's using, originally it was 3, 3.5, 4, and coming soon ChatGPT 5. Parameters getting bigger, and bigger, right? More data points added to it. Okay? So how does all this work? How does ChatGPT and all that, how is it able to make sense of what you are asking and get information from you? It is trained on this vast amount of text from the internet. It reads, learns from books, articles, websites, and more. And it looks at the words you've typed in, and it tries to find similar patterns or information it has seen during its training. Okay, that's what it's actually doing. And it tries to understand what you're asking by analyzing the words and their meaning. So that is why I say if you do prompt engineering in detail, you will get powerful responses. Don't ask properly, you will get vague stuff. Okay? And finally, it uses its knowledge from all that text it has read to generate a response that it thinks is the most relevant and helpful for your question. That's really how it is. It's making inferences, it's making patterns out of what you're asking. Okay? This is my favorite tool at the moment. To me personally, better than ChatGPT. Anybody using Claude? Claude, Anthropic. Now, as what I understand, maybe you can also tell me, it's currently only used in UK and in the US, but there is a VPN, so I use the VPN to bypass it and get this. So it's actually, you can also get it. Now, the difference with Claude as compared to ChatGPT, now ChatGPT, you can do it to a certain level. Claude, you can put up to 25 MB of a PDF document, and it summarizes this entire booklet for you into bullet points, summarizes everything, and gives it to you, and it is 100% accurate. I can say it so, 100% accurate. Okay? So get your hands on this if you can. Use a VPN, bypass, because at the moment, publicly only for UK and US. Get this, it's called Claude by Anthropic. All right? So this is one. This one's another pretty good one. Chat Sonnet. Okay. Googlebot. Okay. We have Perplexity. Anybody? Perplexity is internet facing. So if you ask, last night what happened in Washington, I heard Donald Trump has been indicted. Is that accurate or not? It is able to tell you yesterday's information. So it is current. Okay, so Perplexity is 2023 information. So it is a search engine on steroids. That's what it is. Okay, so that's Perplexity. This one, Bing. Okay, I think everybody knows this. Okay, so these are some. There are other coming on board, and of course, right there in the center, this is the one that has popularized it all, ChatGPT and OpenAI and all that. Okay? Okay, I'm not going to waste time in this since everybody put up their hand and said you all have what you call done work with ChatGPT, so I'm not going to waste time. Anybody never done this before? Set up a ChatGPT account? Don't worry. I like your honesty. Don't worry about it. I'll send the slides to you later. You just follow through with this. Okay? So basically, I'm going to skip all this setting up and all that. All the steps are here. Okay? Okay. Prompt engineering. Okay? In the art of playing around with prompt engineering, technically, there's just prompt engineering is the process of crafting and refining the instruction of query you feed into any generative AI tool, whether it is ChatGPT, Bard, Claude, Perplexity, anything. If you do this properly, you get awesome results back. Okay? So this is critical. The quality of your prompts determines the quality of the results you get from these tools. The more clear you are, the better the responses. I've said this many times. Okay? 4 key steps to really make your prompts stand out. Number 1, all prompts contain a clearly defined goal or objective that states what the AI is expected to do. This includes things like specifying the format, target audience, or desired tone of the content. I've got examples for you after this. Okay? Next, set the context. Context, context, context. So one of the things that I always ask ChatGPT, if I'm asking it to write a blog article, right, for my website, for example, I will actually tell ChatGPT, act like an expert blog writer. For, maybe my topic is on data science. Act like a blog expert writer and your specialty is in data science. So now the telling them, okay, this is what you want me to do, right? Okay, got it. And then you tell it exactly what you want to do. So always add this little thing in front. Don't just go straight into write a blog article on this. It won't write. I'm not saying it won't write, but you may not get a more nuanced reply. Okay? So provide background information and things like that. Give it examples if you can. For example, maybe you find a particular blog that you like, that particular style, copy paste that information over. It actually will scan that and sort of like try to understand, like this, you want me to write like this, something like this, then it will replicate that. So try to give instances and examples. Same thing, right? If you're going to hire a graphic designer, you can explain all the things you want, but if the graphic designer is going to work with you, or if you're working with an interior designer, I want my house to look like this. Then you will, okay. Same thing, Okay? So provide examples and guidance. And then once you get your reply, continue to fine-tune it. Can you shorten it for me? Can you convert this into bullet points? Can you do this? Can you do that? This sentence you wrote here, what's so happening? Can you tweak it for me? You continue in that same chain of thought. And that fellow will keep on going. And he will sometimes even say, my apologies. I am sorry I didn't hear you. You got that right. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let me try again for you. And then it'll come up with additional things. So you keep on iterating, you keep on refining. Finally, you come down to the Holy Grail. The one that says, yeah, this is it. This is really what I want. Okay? How many of you are in marketing-related roles? Anyone? Marketing? Doing anything to get information out to the public and things like that? Jasper, very good. Copy AI, another amazing tool. Okay? These, however, there are free versions to play around it, but if you really want to maximize the quality of everything that you get out of it, take out the wallet and pay that. Okay? Must pay that. Nothing is free in life. Okay? And then here's another one, Hourly Writer, AI, that's another one. And then of course ChatGPT. The same concept of prompt engineering, whether you use any of these tools, still applies. Okay? So you've got Jasper here, Hourly Writer, Copy AI, and so on and so forth. Now I'm going to be spending a little bit of time on a few examples of what I mean by coming up with killer prompts. Okay, so I'm going to be going through a few of this. Number one, for people who are doing advertising, marketing, and things like that, okay, one of the things that is really critical when you are actually thinking of who am I targeting my information for, is you got to know your audience, right? Whether you are a restaurant owner or whatever it may be, you need to know who you're marketing to. If you don't do that properly, information goes haywire all over the place. So defining your customer persona with ChatGPT can help. The other one I'm doing is on content creation, landing page sales copy, Facebook ad copy, and I'm going to introduce you to this thing called AI PRM. Anybody heard of this? AI PRM? Technically with this, you don't even need to think of prompts. It thinks of the prompts for you. So you can leave your brain at home and let AI do everything for you. Literally, that's coming to that point. Okay? And then finally, we're going to go into image generation. So, ChatGPT, level 1, pencils out, paper out, start writing. Okay, never mind, I'm sending you this later. Okay, defining your customer persona. Here's one. I set the context. That's my face before, when I had hair. A bit of hair out there. Okay? Act as a social media marketing expert. So the machine now knows, okay, got it. You want me to be a social media marketing expert, right? Okay, I got it. I want you to fully understand my potential customer. Now, ChatGPT, your customer who? What do you want me to? How do I know who is your customer? Okay, so I've added in this thing. Ask me at least 5 questions about my customers and anything else you need in order to complete a customer persona. So the fellow will say, okay, sure. These are the questions. I actually copied these out of my reply from ChatGPT. So it said, certainly, in order to create a customer persona for your potential customers, I'm going to ask you back 5 questions. Question number 1. What is the range of your potential customers? So, for example, sorry, I'm using you always as my example person. Okay? Example, you are starting up a cupcake business. Okay, maybe you got a little baking shop somewhere. Okay? So, what would be the range of your potential customers who may buy your cupcakes? Sweets, teenagers to young adults. Can't be 50-year-old men. Maybe they're buying for their children. Okay, but generally would be a certain age group, right? The after school girls all cupcake. Then go buy, right? So you add it up. What do you want to add up? Okay, are your potential customers predominantly male, female, or evenly split? Female. So I would be as accurate as I can. 70% male, 70% female, 30% male, and so on and so forth. What are the primary interests? The deeper you go into the personality of the person, the deeper the reply comes back. Okay? So, what do you think are their key motivations? After school, they want to gather, girls together, sit and drink what you call a frappuccino or milkshake, have a cupcake and gossip a bit, that kind of thing. Maybe you have a little space or something like that. So whatever it is, what do you think would be the preferred social media platform that these girls would most likely visit? TikTok. Okay. So TikTok, So TikTok means you gotta think about what would you do to get your information out there on TikTok. So with all this information, he analyzes all of that and spits out the response. Okay? And you want to see the response? Yeah. Take a look at the response. Okay, I do live. Okay, I got my ChatGPT account here. Let me try it out. I'm going to copy this. Okay? This is my ChatGPT account. Now, if you notice, you all have ChatGPT, right? Do you all see this on top? Okay, this is AI PRM. I'm going to show you, it's free, completely free. It is a layer on top of ChatGPT that is able to just automatically
do the dirty work for you. Okay, I'll come to this later on. But right here, I'm going to copy and paste the information in. So let's see. Okay, act as a social media marketer. I want you to fully understand, blah, blah. Ask 5 questions about anything else you need in order to complete my customer persona. Enter. Let's see what happens. Aha. What is the nature of your business? Yeah, he doesn't know what. Beginning, he didn't know, right? So you got to tell it lah, cupcake or ice cream or whatever lah. Okay? Who are your primary target customers? Okay? So now, I'm going to key in something. Alright? What is the first question? Okay, somebody give me a business. What? Cupcake. Okay, cupcake. Alright, number 1, So I put there number 1, cupcakes. Okay. Number 2. Question number 2. Who are your primary target customers? Cupcakes.
Kids.
So,
From 18 to Gen Z.
huh? Okay, now teenagers, school kids, teenagers, that kind of thing.
Up to 80 years old young men.
Okay lah. So 18 and below.
80 years old and teenager to 80 years old young men.
Okay. So 18-year-old teenagers, to 24-year-olds. Okay. Number 3, what are the common pain points or challenges that your customers face? Cupcakes very expensive. Ours very cheap, 50 cents only. Okay. Don't know how long your business been allowed, but never mind lah. Other establishments are very expensive. Ours is cheaper. Okay. Number 4. What social media platforms would you use? TikTok lah. Okay. TikTok. Okay. I'm not going to answer the rest lah, but generally that's the idea. And then let's see what comes up. Thank you for providing information based on. Slowly lah. Okay. So here it is. It's come out with this. Customer persona, Sarah. Okay, that's her name lah. 18 to 24 years, location, urban, suburban areas, interest, baking, dessert, foodie culture. Yeah, I didn't really ask too deeply. If I go deeper into it, I'll get even better responses. Student, young professional. Then it says, Sarah is an 18 to 24-year-old individual. Passionate about her. She loves exploring new trendy, so it reflects her interest. College student and US student lah. Okay. Being a young adult has a limited budget. Cannot spend on the $5 cupcake. So your cupcake only 50 cents, right? Right. Okay. She is constantly seeking ways to enjoy her favorite treat without breaking the bank. Okay. Sarah wants to discover affordable with a fit her thing, particularly TikTok, social media behavior, key insights. So it really goes deep, you know. And this is just first level check-in with ChatGPT. You can ask, go further, iterate further. I want it to be based in Singapore. I want it to be this, I want it to be that. You go deeper and the thing starts to reflect that. Okay? So really ask deeper questions. Okay, so that is one example of using ChatGPT for that. Content creation. Okay? Here's content creation examples. Here's one. Again, I always start with acting like an expert. I want you to act as a social media copywriter. You're an expert copywriter on topics related to baking delicious, moist banana cakes. Clear now? Is it clear? I'm looking for an expert in this area. Okay? You are going to create an A4 size flyer for a mini workshop covering the theme of how to bake banana cakes that come out just right. Follow my instructions and follow them carefully. Write an engaging, fun title. Now, you notice why I wrote this word? I want ChatGPT to start having a certain style of writing. If you don't say fun, it is going to write, "Dear valued customer, please try our cupcakes." It's very, so you want it to be fun and light. So you add in things like this. Fun title. The primary audience, females. Write a 50-word abstract for the landing page. The abstract should be 2 paragraphs. See how detailed I'm getting. The first paragraph introduces why the topic is important. Second paragraph provides an overview of what will be covered in the workshop. Details, details, details. Include a description of 2 photo images to be added to the flyer. Provide key takeaways. 3. I want 3 key takeaways for the baking workshop. So that at the end of it, when they attend my workshop, they will be able to make banana cake. And not only make banana cake, they can do this and they can do that. Okay? And I want it to be in a fun, casual type of voice. I don't want it to be formal like I'm writing to the Supreme Court. Relaxed style, fun. So it'll come out, "Hey, we've got this happening," and so on and so forth. So let's take a look at what happens when I copy this information to ChatGPT. Okay? So I've got it here. Okay, ChatGPT. Here it is. Okay, so everything is there, and let's see the reply. Banana Bliss is the title of my workshop. Okay, and so here it is. So this will be my landing page. Banana Bliss, mastering moist cakes with a fun twist. Okay, first paragraph of my flyer. Indulge in the art of baking moist and heavenly banana cakes that never fail to delight your taste buds. Join us in this exciting mini workshop where we unlock the secrets to baking perfect banana cakes every time. Whether you're a seasoned baker or just starting your baking journey, this is a must-attend event for all baking enthusiasts. Done already for you. You don't have to crack your brain thinking about what you're going to do next. Second paragraph. Get ready to elevate your baking skills as we cover everything from selecting the ripest bananas to achieving the luscious, moist texture. Oh, the language. Okay? Our expert instructors will guide you through foolproof techniques. It's all done already. Tweak it a bit here and there, and so on and so forth. And then photo images. As you all know, ChatGPT doesn't give you images. Okay? So what do? You take this part and you go to another tool. Anybody use Midjourney? Okay. Midjourney is the king of image generator. Unfortunately, in the last 3 months, they decided, hey, everybody using me for free, how to make money, so they decided to ask people to pay for it. So serious people, if you are really in marketing, you technically will work with Midjourney. However, I have another tool that is equally good. It works with the same large language model as Midjourney, free, called. She's whispering something there. What is that? No. I mean, maybe I want to know what it is. What is it? Yeah. That's a pretty good one. The one I'm talking about is called Blue Willow. Anybody heard of this? Absolutely free. Works on the same large language model as Midjourney, and picture resolutions. I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, you just take this description, you go to your image generator, put it in there, boom, you get an image that comes up, add it into your EDM together with a beautiful text and all that, put some color scheme and all that, design skills, horrible, no problem. There is something called Canva, which allows you to do, by the way, we have a Canva program going on, subtle hint, all right, okay? You can use that to be able to design an EDM, and technically, you have created a beautiful landing page in literally 10 to 15 minutes. Done job, okay? And then key takeaways and so on, and whatever else you need to add up into it. Okay, I'm going to speed it up a bit. Let's move on. Okay, so don't worry, I'm sending you all of the slides as well. So, okay, number one, landing page. If you are in marketing, if you are in copywriting, it is important that you understand some of the framework of what makes good copywriting. AIDA. Anyone who goes for copywriting courses, mass comm students, they understand some of this framework. Okay? AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. You capture the person's attention, you further prove it into intention, you stimulate the desire. Remember the earlier one? Moist, luscious, banana, cakes. Everything is all coming up there. You know what I mean? So that's the desire that we're talking about. And then finally, A stands for action. So that's the AIDA formula. And you create a 400 word landing page that convinces potential buyers to purchase whatever your product is by addressing their pain point. Use social proof by including a testimonial from a satisfied customer who achieved. So it will even give you, and Harry, use our product. Or Naidu, use the hair product. And look at the result. Okay? So those were some of the things. Okay? I'm not going to go through each one. I want you to take this when you go back home and I send the slides. You fool around with it. You copy it, put it in there, add whatever product you want. What am I putting the mic in there talking? Okay, so this is it, landing page. Okay, and I've got another one here. This is another copywriting formula. ChatGPT understands these formulas. The FAB formula, the FAB formula. All these are, Google the word FAB formula, copywriting techniques, and it'll come up exactly what the FAB formula means. Alright? Use the testimonial and so on. Here's another one. Create a 400-word landing page that focuses on the transformational power of how this item can change a person's life. Again, now, let's talk about hair tonic in my case. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Use storytelling. Once there was a man who had no hair. His name was Nandu. Okay? And then with this, automatically after that, he looked like Elvis Presley. Okay? And all that. So it will come up. It will even come up, if you want, use a comparison table to demonstrate how this is better than the competitor. So the more details you go into the prompts, the better. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay? Here's another one. Facebook ad. If you're working with Facebook ads. This is where it analyzes another example of what you want it to do. It reads it and it copies that style. But doesn't copy 100%. Just takes the style of how that is done. And then, yeah. So please read the landing page copy below and provide me with persuasive Facebook ad copy based on it. You paste the landing page of whatever that is, and then ChatGPT will read that. Oh, okay, you want like this, right? Okay, I'll give you like that. Copy some. Okay? Here's another one. I need engaging Facebook ad copy for my product. It should be long form copy and use the IDA framework. My product is unique in the following ways. Depending on your product, you should know what are your unique selling points of your product or your service. Okay? USP 1, USP 2. Then the ad copy should be in whatever mood. Professional, corporate, fun, whatever. Okay? Yeah. And the benefits. What are the benefits of your service that you're offering? You will be able to do this, you will be able to do that, you will be able to do this, whatever those things are. So, and all that. And with that, it will generate a powerful Facebook reply. Okay? Here's another one. I want you to write an engaging story. It even is able, now this gentleman here, Gary Halbert. Now, if anyone is in mass comm, Gary Halbert is a guru in copywriting, in the world of copywriting. He is the person who came up with a style of writing that was persuasive. He had a certain style of writing, and it became something that was copied by other copywriters and marketing organizations. So the name Gary Halbert is a powerful one. ChatGPT actually understands who Gary Halbert is, and it is able to come up with content in the style of Gary Halbert. Okay? So you can name drop. You want to change, don't want to put Gary Halbert, you want to put William Shakespeare. Put on. My fellow brothers, come up with one typical Shakespearean style of writing. Put someone else up in the style of Hua Chu Kang. I don't know, I haven't tried that. Or maybe you try, hey, hello, better than one in Batam, or whatever come up. Maybe I haven't tried that. But it is able to understand personality, yeah? I'm sure. You tried it, yeah, lah. So you get the idea, huh? Try to use characters and things like that. I talk so much on prompt engineering, and as I'm talking, this tool comes up, which actually does all the prompting for you as an expert prompter. This is absolutely free, and it layers on top of your ChatGPT account. So it actually looks like what is with mine. If I go back to new chat, do you see all this at the top? This is my ChatGPT. It comes up with YouTube script creators, smart and detailed articles. You got exam to take, and then you generate your whole essay, and then you want to send to your teacher, hoping that your teacher didn't use ChatGPT. I mean, Lifelong Learning Institute, and I'm telling you how to do this better. But yeah, how to pass AI detection tools. Okay? See, this one, anybody who are taking a photo and taking pictures. Okay. Then I write a book. Literally an entire book. So the prompts are all done for you already. Just click on one. This is just page one. There's over 1,599 prompts available for you. So the tool is called AIPRM. Okay? Google it. And it is not only for marketing purposes. You can use it for HR. You can use it for project management.
and so on and so forth. To be honest with you, just working, this is just my opinion, I may be totally wrong, just with the power of ChatGPT, you can do everything. Across the board, it's just if you know how to prompt properly, you can use it in human resource, you can use it to generate job descriptions. You are hiring and all that. You go and take information from here, put it over, it come up a detailed breakdown. Okay? So this one, AI PRM, complete small business tasks with prompt management, one-click prompts for ChatGPT. Free. Chrome extension. Okay? You know your small business, but you don't know AI. Use this to quickly get consistent results for ChatGPT. No prompt engineering skills required. I waste my time teaching prompt engineering, this comes up. So you see, it's constantly changing and constantly updating and things like that. Alright, so this is it. Go check it out. Image generation. This is the other big thing that ChatGPT can do. Here's one. Pebbling. Okay. Take a picture of a product, your mineral water bottle, snapshot, put it through Pebbly, alright, and it will transform the background to any scene you want. Look at that. This is a picture of a mineral water bottle. I want it to be on, and if you look at it, it doesn't look like, copy paste and just dump there. It really looks like you've got a professional photographer to do the work for you. So if you've got an e-commerce business and you want to promote your item, whatever, maybe it's a mineral water bottle or something like that, and you want it to be on the beaches of Bali, the waves at the back and all that, stylistic, not just against the table, so boring, right? It has options for you. And you type in your background. You don't look for an image. I want it to be on the beaches of Bali with the waves coming in behind, with the sun setting in the distance. And one man running like that to my bottle. It'll do all that for you lah. And come up with images that look literally close to this. Pebbly is the name. The link is in that PowerPoint slide. Okay? If I open it up and start going through it, it will take a bit of time. Okay? So this is Pebbly, AI-based image curation platform designed to help users find the perfect images. Oh yeah? Copyright free. Okay? No Getty images coming after you with the letter to sue you and so on and so forth. Okay? So yeah, free account. There's a free account for you to play with it. Alright? If this is something that you feel, hey, I really want this, then pay for it. Okay? This is a free tool. Okay, it's called Playground.ai. Anybody? Name? Playground.ai? Free to use, no need to pay, type in whatever you want, Superman wearing wearing a tuxedo. Yeah, it'll come out as Superman wearing a tuxedo. Okay? And so on. So, as usual, Mid-Journey is the king. Mid-Journey is the best. But the one you're going to pay. This one's free. But to be honest, the quality of the image that Mid-Journey gives is better than this one. So all things good, you gotta pay for it. Okay, that one you can't run away from it. Okay? This one. It's not my favorite. Blue Willow. Using the same large language model that Mid-Journey uses, but it is free as of now. One day the fellow will wake up and say, hey, hello, we are getting cheated left and right. Everybody using us, start paying $5 a picture or something, and then okay? But for the time being, play around with this. Now take a look at this. For images, the same thing applies. The power of your prompts are critical. the power of your prompts. In the earlier one, we're talking about text, right? The clearer your text generation, you get very good replies. The same thing goes with images. Images, who are the expert in image taking? Who are the experts? Professional photographers, correct? They are the ones who know everything about really bringing out the best of a picture. You need to start thinking like a professional photographer. Now you're saying, how? I don't know, I just press a button, picture come out, happy already lah. But if you really want to create quality images, you need to have the mindset of a professional photographer. You need to consider these things. Scene, time of the day, what lens filters to use, what film type, what type of camera settings. Anybody got married recently? Okay. 20 years, okay. But maybe you remember, you obviously hired a photographer to take pictures? Yes. Okay. So when you go to the photographer, hey, I want this photo, that photo, this photo. His mind is going around and thinking, okay, he wants me to take this for a rainy day, then how like that, the picture, shadow will come out and all that. So he is thinking ahead of the game. He's thinking of the scene, what time of the day, what's the angle, is that casting, moonlight, shadow, this, that, all that. His brain is thinking, you know. Because at the end of the day, he gives the client pictures that are horrible. He's not going to pay a professional photographer. Right? So same thing. If you want quality picture, you need to consider these things. Alright, and what are they? Detail. Again, this part can be a bit overwhelming. These are some of the things to think about. Close composition, cinematic, dramatic, establishing shot, glamour shot, portrait, cinematic haze. Cinematic haze is like this. Drama one. Okay? Cinematic haze, gesture, time lapse, motion capture, bokeh. Not bokeh, bokeh. Okay? Film grain, satellite imagery, these are some of the terminology. Other things, time of the day, be descriptive. Golden hour, what's the golden hour? Your twilight. Is it twilight time? Somewhere there, huh? The sun setting, that golden hour kind of thing? Or is it the morning? I don't know. Golden hour. That point, do you know what it is? Golden hour? Is it morning? The twilight time. The twilight hour, that means from 6:30 to the sun is setting. Is it? Or is it the morning?
Late afternoon.
Yeah, okay lah. So the golden hour is that point of time where it's from the evening thing, it's shifting. Sorry? To be honest, I also don't know. Blue hour is the twilight one. Okay, then this must be the morning one. Okay? But these are some of the terms. Alright? Mid-morning, sunset, sunrise, nighttime, adding weather descriptions, overcast days, create atmosphere. Okay, film types. DSLR camera, night vision, you want drone photography, hyperspectral image, okay, disposal camera, you know those cheap, you buy from 7-Eleven camera, there's a particular type of image quality, you can use that term, maybe that's the look you want. Okay, technorama, anybody saw Oppenheimer? Wow, atomic bomb, wow. Okay, that kind of grandeur. Okay, so you gotta speak the language of a photographer, a filmer, lens filters, color gel, diffusion, UV, polarizer, infrared, focus, unfocus, defocus, soft focus, deep focus, shallow focus, and so on and so forth. More details, more powerful images, and I'm about to show you what I did with Blue Willow. Okay, even exposure, short exposure, long exposure, double exposure, things like that. Okay? Alright, so here it is. Okay, one or two more pictures. Right. Okay, so this was my prompt. Editorial photography, a piece of Hawaiian pizza shot on a 70mm lens, depth of field. That's a photography term. Bokeh. Samsung phones have it. Bokeh. Tilt blur, shutter speed, 1 to 1000, super resolution, dark background. Again, side note, we have a photography class as well, and go through some of these terminologies with you. Okay? And this is what came out on Blue Willow. Hawaiian pizza, right? Or pineapple, right? Okay? Here's another prompt that I used on Blue Willow. This one is my favorite. Commercial photography of a powerful, I use this word, powerful explosion of strawberry dust, of strawberries on a pancake. Studio light, high resolution photography, hyper detail on black, isolated plane, professional color grading, white lighting, 8K res, octane rendering, fine luster. Octane rendering is a term used in after taking pictures, these photographers run it through something that uses this terminology, octane rendering. I want to eat. Okay, so the quality of the pictures actually comes out like that. And with Blue Willow, with Midjourney, you can actually scale it up. You can scale it up, okay? There is even a feature, paid version. You can scale up to poster size, to standee size, and all that. As I start playing with this, I start thinking, goodness me, what's going to happen to graphic designers, man? What's going to happen to photographers, man? So these are disruptions that will take place. And this is all just done from the comfort of my toilet. Laptop with me and then playing around with it. You know what I mean? Here's another one that I just fooled around with. A photo of a villa at night in the forest, in the rain. Rain particles. You know the street lamps? Then you can see the rain just by the side coming down and all that. Soft focus, shot on a Sony mirrorless DSLR wildlife photography. And I get this. See look at the rain at the back. I mean, the lighting here, you can't see justice. But if you look at it closely, you can see the drizzles at the back, the reflection in the puddle. So if you don't prompt properly, you will just get one kampong house and a few sticks and that's it. Okay? Good detail, you get hyper realistic images. Okay? So, covered a lot on things to do with content and things like that. Human resource. Now, the sky is the limit. At the end, I'm actually going to point you to a directory with a list, a compendium of everything that you want in human resource. If you happen to come from HR, a vast range of AI tools that you can use. But I just wanted to tell you these are some of the areas in which AI is used. Okay, employee records management, payroll processing, benefits administration, recruitment and hiring, performance management and onboarding of new employees. These are how tools can be used, AI tools can be used in this respective area. Time does not do me enough justice to go through all of these tools. But at the end of it, I'm going to give you this directory. Key in a title, and you will see an entire descriptive list of AI tools that gives you what you are looking for. Play around with the free tool, and if you like it, scale it out across your enterprise, right? Here's just one. There's a company called Pandal Logic, all right, that automates online job advertising processes. They intelligently allocate ad spend to the best sources, and they use GPT to drive recruitment chatbot forward for things like interview question generation and question answering. They utilize their own large language model, and they've combined it with GPT 3.5. So they combined it together and they come up with their own proprietary system. All right, so this is just one. Okay, Pandal Logic. Go check it out. Customer service. I'm just going to go quickly now. Customer service. ConvertoBot is one out of thousands of AI tools that are out there. ConvertoBot. Now, what ConvertoBot can do for you? When a visitor lands on your website page, for example, okay, ConvertoBot interacts with them through automated chat. Okay, this is no groundbreaking thing. Already now, every website already has some form of, if you go to government websites, you always see the same lady. She's very famous. Every government body has a AI. She's smiling like that. Okay, but that one is a bit on the still not so fantastic. Now with AI included in, it can take it even deeper into giving you better responses. So ConvertoBot is one. You can do this through multiple channels in your website, Facebook Messenger, through WhatsApp as well. Okay, it scans the information that you give it, whatever you want, and it gets leads and qualifies them. Subscribe to email lists, convert to sale, book appointments, register for events. Maybe we should use this ConvertoBot. Okay, maybe this is something you all should think about. Okay, quite a good one. Fooling around with the demo version, and it was pretty interesting. Okay, there is an example here. So in the PDF that I send you, you can actually click on this link, and it actually shows you how this case study is used using this particular ConvertoBot. I'm not going to open it up now. Okay, so go ahead and fool around with it. Okay, and there's the other one which is on WhatsApp. So ConvertoBot is the name, customer service is the game. Play around with this. Okay? Yeah? All right. Earlier on, I showed you a video of what you call one of our staff from our center. Took a photo of her and converted her into a talking avatar. Here's one, how you can upgrade customer subscription in a support call with an AI presenter.
Well, how can the pitch quality on this big screen so poor?
I don't know. Let me try the support.
Hi, David. How are you today? I'm Jess, your AI digital assistant. What can I help you with?
Hey, the game is all grainy. What's wrong with my TV?
I checked and your internet connection is in order. The reason for the poor quality has to do with your subscription. Would you like me to upgrade you to a premium plan so you can watch it in UHD?
I don't know. How much is it to upgrade?
It's $15, but let's not do this now. I temporarily changed your settings so you can watch the rest of the game in UHD. Let's talk again at halftime.
Sounds great.
Is there anything else I can help you with now?
No, I think we're good. I guess we'll see you at halftime.
So this one, pretty interesting. The paid version allows the customer service support to not only just answer your questions, but actually resolve your problems through its workflow.
So this is one. There are thousands of others in the game. Right? DID is one. At the moment, I'm just fooling around with very superficial in the front only. But if you look at this demonstration, it actually goes in, picks the person's resolution of what they're getting, and even says, hey, you want better resolution, pay money, extra, bump up your premium account and all that. So it does all that. Okay? Project management. Here's another one. Trevor.ai. Okay? Plan your day one task at a time. Okay? Pretty good. It works on a concept called time blocking. So, we've got 101 things to do in a day. Alright? Sometimes you're thinking, okay, I'm going to do this today. Suddenly you go to the office and another fellow tells you to do something else. Then at the end of the day, you think, oh my goodness, I came to do this, and then I've been distracted with this, I've been distracted with that, and just no time. And at the end of the day, you go back and think, I was supposed to do this, I didn't do. I was answering emails and all this 101,000 things. So time blocking is what it talks about. It locks you in. They'll say this, do this. Anybody try and bug you with something else, talk to my hand. Stop later. Let me finish this first. I've got 30 minutes dedicated to doing it. 30 minutes I will do this. And so on and so forth. So you see, time blocking. Send a newsletter, it'll send over this thing, and it'll align for you, and it also considers your well-being. How many of you like to work until 9 o'clock and not workaholics? All look at each other, but actually all workaholics, right? No, okay, well-being important, right? He understands you. He understands you. He said, hey, take a break, go home, go and play with your children. Don't talk to your wife at home. Don't sit in front of a computer and work. So it'll tell you, time out, cut, go for a walk, come back. It does all that. It understands the human. And it'll ask you a lot of questions before, including things like, now this may be sensitive, your health. Things like, do you have diabetes? Do you have this? Do you have this? Have you taken a medicine? All this, because then it gets a big picture of who you are and says, hey, you've been sitting at the computer for 3 hours. Please stop, go and take a walk and come back. New ideas will formulate in your brain. It starts becoming your partner in crime. So this is Trevor AI. Take control of your day by scheduling the important tasks of work and life as time blocks in your calendar. Just drag and drop. Plan your day with clarity as Trevor helps you to visually manage everything competing for your time in one place and in real time. Okay? Focus your attention on a single task in a specific time block to minimize distraction and enter into a state of deep work. Deep work is when you do the real creative work, not answer email, this one, that one, all those small things. You're meant to do better things. Let this do the planning for you. Let it block off. This fella coming and asking you to do, hey, hello, he's busy now. Let him do important work. Every hero, I like this one. Every hero needs a sidekick. Yours can auto-assign durations for your task. 30 minutes to do this, 30 minutes to do that. Okay? So this is Trevor AI. Pretty interesting tool. Free to use. Trevor learns from your schedule periodically to adapt to your scheduling patterns. It auto-assigns the duration for each of your tasks. It will find available time for your tasks in your schedule. It understands you now and doesn't become, when you all set up your own goals, sometimes you're over-ambitious. I want to do this, I'll do this. In the end, I'll never do also. This guy will tell you, hey, don't be a hero. Don't do too many things in one day. Take your time. Okay? So that's Trevor AI. It's now 1:35. Okay? At the end of the day, I've only skimmed the surface of the AI tools that are out there. There is this encyclopedia
called Futurepedia, the largest AI tools directory, updated daily. Every time there's a new AI tool out there in the market, boom, it goes up here with a description of what it is, how it works, with a website link, and so on and so forth. It even tells you this one free, this one you got to pay, and so on and so forth. You just type in here what you want, and it will take you specifically to that particular list of AI tools. Futurepedia is the name. All right? So, that is it. QR code here, everything that I showed in the slides earlier on, just do a QR code of it and it's be your phone, hopefully. Now, as you're doing this, ladies and gentlemen, just again, a little bit of a sharing with you about the programs that we have involving ChatGPT. We have a program that is going through the roof now in terms of the number of classes we have going on daily. All right, people are signing up for our ChatGPT courses. This is just a slice of it. The program that we offer, it is a 4-day program. It takes a deep dive into ChatGPT. All right, all of you actually have the flyers on your table. Our sales staff are actually around. They can actually help you out with this and tell you where the next program is and what the schedule is like. It's a 4-day program. We have day classes and we even have night classes as well. And so our ChatGPT program goes deep. It goes deep. And that's saying it lightly. All right. So that is one program that you can check out. We have another one coming. It is called Artificial Intelligence specifically for social media marketing. All right, so it is a dedicated program for those of you who want to use social media marketing and scale up whatever you're doing in terms of your work, using the power of AI tools. So some of the things I showed earlier on, Facebook ad copies, landing pages, and so on and so forth, are covered in this AI for social media marketing. So we have 2 programs utilizing the power of generative AI. Our team is outside to be able to tell you a little bit more about these programs. Now, this is just slicing the surface of the programs that we have. We have a whole lot more. I'm not going to go too deeply into every single one of the programs, but our sales team is outside. They'll be able to tell you a little bit more. Okay, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen.